what is SAS and why do we use this and what is the purpose of using it and where do we use this. And finally, I'll explain a demo on software. And SAS is a software suite. So just like other softwares, like how we have C, C++ and all this, SAS is also a software suite. So we have many softwares in the market for creating websites, reports, different purpose we have and different purpose we have different softwares, right? So what is SAS software is related? It's kind of reporting software mainly for the analysis and reporting software. So we have many reporting softwares like alternative reporting softwares, but why do we use SAS? Like SAS, how it is different from other softwares? Means which it has more powerful statistical package for data analysis. Like we have very clear statistical packages for the data analysis. So that is why everyone use like it is a user friendly. So that is how different from other softwares when coming to the reporting software. So as I said, which there are different tools available in the market, which SAS is leading the tool in the market right now. So everyone in the world are using SAS for the statistical analysis. So here, like I said, how it's about the recognition. Like before, when someone says SAS, no one recognizes. Now it says like until they tell, like no one recognizes in the sense until they expand the term like statistical analysis system, no one recognizes. But now if someone tells us, everyone will recognize. That is how it has become popular. So it is not only a reporting software, not only used for the statistical data analysis purpose, it can also be used for the advanced analytics like predictive modeling and business intelligence, which is related to the data science. So, so SAS is nothing but statistical analysis system, which is used for the statistical data analysis. That's it. Mm. So many of the companies were using the SAS software, like I said yesterday. And coming to the history, which was began at North Carolina State University as a project for analyzing agriculture research, so which was founded in 1976 to help all sort of customers. So, who is the developer of SAS? Is James Barr, Anthony James Barr. He is the developer of SAS. So we have both company and software, and which is also a, one of the biggest private sector company. So, like SAS can be used in many sectors, but mainly they used in clinical and banking sector mostly. So, this is about the uh, importance, the use of the SAS in the different sectors. Coming to its features, let me discuss about these features. Mm. So ability of strong data analysis. So one of the unique feature of SAS is the inbuilt libraries, and libraries contain all this necessary package required for data analysis and reporting. So strong data analysis is we have to analyze the data. After modifying, we have to analyze the data. So how do we do analyze? We have to do statistical analysis. So statistical based on this statistical analysis, we have to create some reports. So we have different procedures for this for analyzing the data. So that is why it is a ability of strong data analysis. We have different procedures for this. When we discuss the SAS, you will understand. And the next one is flexible fourth generation programming language. Means what is 4GL means? Like I already said, the syntax in the SAS is easy to learn, which everyone can learn. So it's not like a programming. It's like statements. A group of statements becomes a programming, which it's not. It is not complicated one, which is very easy. Like everyone can learn. And coming to the SAS Studio, if you are not able to download or not able to install the, like we will provide the 9.3 version software anyway, but if you can't install it, you can go for SAS Studio. So SAS Studio is a web-based programming, like no need to install. Also, just open with your credentials. So if you can't install, I'll tell you the procedure like how to install it. So that is S software web-based server. And another feature is which support for different types of data format. Supporting in the sense, suppose if you're, let me take an example in the clinical domain. Suppose I'm working on clinical research data, so which is about 20 to 30 years data, and still research is going on. So we do have huge data. So I already said which makes simple if you have the huge data, like which can access easily in SAS software. So apart from the huge data, if it is a different file format, like if you want to access the data into SAS, which have different system files. So how do you access the file is important. So which we can access different file formats. That is what you're telling. From different external databases also. We can read and write almost any data format, like any kind of data format from an external database from files. And here supporting in the SAS SQL also supports, like not all the things we use in the SQL database we don't use here. Only the basic things in the SQL in a general database, whatever we use, we will use here using proc SQL in the name of. So what is supporting for the different types of data format is, suppose your data, like I said just now, you have clinical research data. Suppose your file format is in Excel. Suppose your file format is in Notepad. Suppose your file format is in SAS datasets only. So these file formats you have. So how do you access into SAS? So any data it is. First, if you access into the SAS, then only you can work. Right? Without accessing, you cannot work. Right? So how you are accessing, whether it supports different file formats or not, means yes, we can easily access different file formats and also different databases. So that is the one of the feature. And next one is report output format. So what is report output format means? So SAS providing high quality graphics. So, and also ODS statistical graphics. 1 minute. Means when you, so we have four functions. First of all, I'll tell you later. Like we have data accessing, data management, data analysis. The final thing is reporting. So you have analyzed your data. How do you want to create your report? So based on the client requirements, we have to create report. Suppose if the client needs your report to be in the PDF format, so we can use with, we have high quality graphics with ODS statistical graphics and ODS like output delivery system. So defaultly, your output will be in the listing. So how do you want to save your reports with the taking the help of ODS procedures? we can create the reports. And we can also save the reports in the standard formats like PDF, RTF, and PowerPoint. So we can customize outputs according to the needs. So these are the features we have. So the next one is SAS functionality. So SAS functionality is built based on four data-driven tasks. Just now I said we have four functions. One is data accessing, data managing, data analyzing, data reporting. So what all these four functions do? So firstly, coming to the data accessing. So like just now I said accessing about accessing, right? So data can be in any file format, in Excel, text, CSV, Notepad, any file format. It is getting the data into the SAS from different sources is nothing but accessing. So it could be an PC file or external or any file. As a SAS programmer, we have to extract the data into the SAS. So that is the first function. We have to access the data into SAS. So for that case, we have different um ways of accessing the data. So that we will discuss later. So first function is accessing the data. How to access the data from different sources. So after accessing, what do we need? We need to do. We have to modify. We have to clean the data, right? Data management is the second function. We will modify the data. Means manipulations, managing the data, like subsetting the data, joining two data sets, and performing calculations on existing data sets or variables. We have to manage the data. How do we manage is important. Means here in the data management, in the sense we have to clean up the records. Like suppose if you have any additional values or any inaccurate values, we have to clean up the records which is not necessary, which what we need from the data is important. We have to prepare the data in the data management. So understand. So we have few statements for that for managing data. We also have the functions for it. So we'll discuss when we are discussing the programming. Next, after managing, after preparing your data, you have to analyze. The next function is data analysis. What is data analysis? Means you have different statistical procedures. For example, prop freak, prop means, and different many statistical procedures for analyzing the data. Means analyzing the data patterns which makes better decision using statistical functions. Performing analysis, statistical analysis. So the year the analysis comes, how you're analyzing your data is important. After analyzing, the final function is data reporting. Just now I said reporting. How do we report? After analyzing, we have to create the report according to the client needs. Like how the end user want our reports, our outputs needs to be delivered. So he needs to set like how your reports should be. So based on the client needs, we will create the reports. So these are the four functions we have. So generating, what is reporting is generating reports, graphs, listings, tabular reports, bar graphs, vertically and or horizontally. So according to the requirements, will generate output in various formats. So do you have any doubts still here? Okay. Let me show you the software now. So this is 9.4 version software. So the here we will write the programs. And so first you need to know about the windowing environment. So we have five windows as you can see here: editor, log, output, explorer, results. These are the five windows we have. So each window tells something about the software. So coming to editor, like you can see here, this is the editor, this is the log, this is the log, this is the output, and this is explorer, and here it is results. So what is editor first? The name itself says we have to edit something. Means here we can type, edit, save, modify your programs following the syntax. So let me write a small program here. So this is the notes. I'm just putting in the comment. So I'm writing a small program here and I'll show you. So I'm executing it. So you have to write the program here, and then if you want to execute it, click on the run button. So the data step will run and the data set will be created, and where you need to check and how the data set will be created. I'll tell you later. Means I'm just showing how to write the program. I have written a small program here. So this is a program. Using the statements, I have written some program. So editor means we can type, edit, save, modify. You can also save your program here in this way. Click on this and save somewhere. Mm. So here we have two editor windows. One is enhanced, another one is program. So here whatever we are using, that is editor window. Right? So defaultly whenever you open, the editor window only will be open. If you want to write in the program editor, here you need to select data. Same program I'm writing here. I'm just showing the difference, how the font is. So which is easy? The editor one is easy, right? Which is highlighting the statements here too. But here only the statements were highlighting here, which is not highlighting the run statement. Like here, which is highlighting everything. So which is easy means the enhanced editor is easy, which color codes your program, making it easier to read them and font. But unlike the program editor, which cannot color codes your program. So this is program editor we never use. So just know I have shown you this. So we always go for the enhanced editor only, not programming editor. But you need to know how many editors we have is enhanced and program editor. So here I'm using editor. So no need to go every time. Just whenever you open the software, the enhanced editor will be opened. So editor window is only for writing the programs. Next, we have log window. So what is log? So you have written some program. Maybe you have some mistakes. Maybe it is correct. We don't know. Right? So where you need to check whether your program is correct or not. So in the log window, you need to check. So just now I have created the program and submitted it, right? So where do you check whether you have corrected your program or not? Here. So in the form of notes, warnings, errors, it will show you the program. So it is giving the program and what the program tells also it is giving. So it is giving some notes like there were 19 observations reading from the data set and the work.k as 19 observations. Means whenever you got only these notes, it means there is no errors. Suppose if I remove this, so you got an error. Work.data does not exist. Means it is giving in the form of error. So this way, suppose if I give Here, hyphen, you got a warning. The data may be incomplete. Where this step was stopped and you got errors, warnings, notes. So when you got only notes, it means your program is correct. When you got either warning or error, it means your program is incorrect. That you need to remember. So using log window, we'll get to know whether your program is correct or not. Okay. So do you have any doubts for today? Okay then. So we'll continue tomorrow then. So from tomorrow onwards, we'll take daily 45 minutes. Okay.